I just deployed my first Spring Boot app in AWS EC2. I choose EC2 because it is cost efficient and easy to set up. So, if you are early startup or working on AWS for practice, choosing EC2 will be the right option as the traffic will be low and it will be cost efficient. In this step, I'll walk you through every step from setting up EC2 instance to deploying your Spring Boot app in easy steps. So let's get started. First step is to create EC2 instance. We'll start with creating an EC2 instance. For that, I have to log in. I'll search EC2 here. I'll open the EC2 dashboard. I'll click on launch instance here. I can write the name of the EC2 instance. Scroll down. I'll choose an OS, Linux. I have to choose the instance type. I'm choosing right now T2 micro because it comes under free tier eligibility. Here it is asking for keep your login. This is needed as this will be used for login into the instance from the terminal. I'll just quickly click on create new key pair, type the name. I'll select RSA file format and select .pem. If you are using Windows 10 or Mac, then you have to choose .pem. If you are using lower than Windows 10, then you have to use .ppk. So I'm clicking on create key pair. It will be automatically download. I'll scroll down. I'll not change anything here. Quickly, now I will click on launch instance. It will take some time. We can see the success message here. I'll click I'll click on instances and I can see my EC2 is running. So in the meantime, we can see this is the public IP address or this is the public DNS on which this IP will be accessible. I'll scroll down, click on security. Here I can see the security groups. I can see the inbound rules. Security group controls the inbound and outbound traffic, and inbound rules controls the inbound traffic. Here we can see the port 22 for TCP is already allowed. So we'll be able to SSH into it easily. Next step is to prepare a Spring Boot jar. For this, I've already created a demo Spring Boot application. Here we can see it is a controller is created showing the with the method welcome message. The app is already running on port 8080. Let's test it. We can see the response is coming properly. For creating a jar, we have to run maven clean install command. We can do it from this keyboard, this ID as well. You can use command prompt or anything you like. We can see our build is success, and in the target folder we can see the jar. Great. Next step is to connect to a EC2 instance. We can see the status is passed. To connect to it, I'll select my EC2 instance I'll click on connect. I have to click on SSH client, and here is the command. Connect to it. Command is SSH minus I, the key pair, and the public DNS name. Also, I'll locate the EC2 key pair that is downloaded. It is here. So in the same path, I'll open the terminal by right clicking. My terminal is open. I'll copy that command to connect. I'll paste it in terminal. Click enter. It will ask, are you sure you want to continue? I'll type yes. I'll click enter. So I'm successfully connected to an EC2 instance. I can see the current directory. It is currently empty. I'll just minimize it at the moment. Next step is copying jar to EC2. For that, I'll copy this jar from here and paste it on the location where my key pair is there. It will be easier. Now I'll open the terminal. So there is a command for copying the file from local system to the EC2. The command is like this: scp minus I, the path to your key pair, path of the local file, and then the path of the EC2 instance. So that's why I have put it in the same path, as it will be easier. So, so the command will be scp minus I, EC2 key pair, then the name of the jar, that is helping hands, then the public DNS name of my EC2 instance. For that, I'll go here. I'll copy this one, EC2 user at the rate, the public DNS name. EC2 user is the user here. And then I have to provide the path of the remote directory. For that, I'll open my other terminal where I've already connected to the EC2 instance. I'll copy this path, home EC2 user, and paste it there. I'll click on enter. You can see it starts uploading the file to the EC2 instance. Now, if I check the terminal, my file is there. Next step is to run this jar to deploy my app in EC2. For that, I'll write a command java minus jar and the jar name. Oh, I'm getting this error. Java command not found, because Java is not yet installed in the system in this EC2 instance. For that, there is a specific command. The command is something like this: sudo yum install java 17 Amazon Corito Y. So I'll copy this from here, paste it in my terminal, press enter. We can see our Java installation is complete. Let me check the version first. Correct. Now, let me run the java jar command again. My app is starting, and here we can see it is started on port 8080. Now let's test it. For that, I'll go to my Chrome. I need a public DNS name. I'll go to my instances. I need this public DNS name. I can click on open address as well. And see Chrome. I need a public DNS name. I'll go to my instances. I need this public DNS name. I can click on open address as well. Here I'm getting an error. The reason is I'll show address, but it will not open. The reason is the inbound traffic for ATT is not allowed yet. So for that, in the inbound rule, I have to add one more rule. I'll click on launch wizard. Here, yes. So we are inside the security group inbound rules. I'll click on edit inbound rules. I'll click on add rule. I need 8080 port to be allowed from anywhere. I can keep it as custom TCP. I'll click on save rule. Now let me try again. I'll go back to my instance, EC2 instance. I click on open address. It may take some time to resolve for the first time. Now we have two inbound rules. We have added 8080 as our springboot is running on 8080. Now I'll go back to my instance again. So again, I'll copy my IP address, public IP address. I'll open a new tab. I'll paste it here, provide the port number 8080 and click on enter. I can see my app is up and running. So congratulations, our app is successfully deployed on EC2 instance. We can see the logs are coming properly here as well. But the problem is I cannot write any other command here. How can I do that? I have to ultimately press Ctrl C here, close this Spring Boot app to write any new command, right? But my app is down now because of that. So what will be the good solution? We'll use this command to run our application. What it is doing? It is running the helping hands jar, that is our jar. And whatever output is coming, it is printing it in application.log. It will create this file automatically. What does this mean? This means if there is any standard output, then print it in the same application.log file. And this means to run it in background. So let me copy this command, go back to the terminal, paste, enter. We can see we got a process ID. That means our application is running in background. I can check ps minus a to view all the processes. Basically, this is my 27290 is my process. Also, if I write ls here, I can see the application log as well. Let me write ls minus ltr. To check these logs now, I'll write tail minus f application.log. I can also use cat command, but tail command is better as it will keep updating. So you can see our app is up on 8080. Let me hit the endpoint again. Can see the message, and we can see our logs are also updated. On pressing Ctrl C, I'll just come out of the application log file and my app is still running. Also, now how to stop the instance, how to stop the Spring Boot app now. The way is to check all the processes and copy this process ID and write kill command. So my process is killed and now my app will not be accessible. We can see it. So we have successfully deployed our app in AWS EC2. We have done the manual deployment. In the next video, I'll show you how to automate this process using GitHub Actions. Basically, we'll prepare a CI/CD pipeline. Don't forget to hit a like if you like this video or it was helpful for you. I have planned 100 likes for this video. Thank you.